WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American over here in Germany, often reviewing rare and exotic whiskeys. This is the 7th Wheel of the Year bottling from Dingle Grianstad and tSamhraidh. I'm not sure if I pronounced that last part right or not. Summer solstice, the day where the sun is on the heavens the longest. So usually June 21st. So what we have here is a single pot still whiskey. So we have malted and unmalted barley, at least 30% of the malted, at least 30% of the unmalted. They could add up to 5% of any other grains, oats, rye, wheat, corn. They didn't. All right, so this is 9,000 bottle release. The Connacht release that was just a couple of months ago was 3,000 bottles. I was like, okay, they're reducing then the batches. There's just variations in the batches. So we have 9,000 bottles, and we have here first fill bourbon casks, and we have a long rye cask finish. Now, I know that they can't always tell us what distillery cask they have used. Was it a Jim Beam? Was it Wild Turkey? Was it a Jack Daniels? What was it for casks? I would love to know that, but I understand they don't say that. But you could mention, I guess, the length. What is long? Is long 3 months? Is long 3 years? This is still a no-age statement. And this was basically released about May, the end of May 2024. It was available in the Irish market in June, and it hit the German market here in July. We're always 6 weeks at least later. Now, Whiskybase 254750. The price in Ireland is £95. It doesn't matter if you take a look at Dingle, Celtic, or Irish malts. 95 euros. Did I say pound? 95 euros. In Germany, the price of the Dingle Wheel of the Year used to always be $79.90. So it's been basically 6 different bottlings so far, and I think all of the prices have been $79.90. This is $69.90. In Ireland, the price used to be 85 euros, and now it's gone up to 95 euros. So we have a disparity between the Irish market and the German market in the price of these bottles. Now, I did not realize that when I first bought this. I bought this because I'm going to buy every single year Whiskey of the Year Fun Dingle. There's going to be a total of 9. There's 8 different things, and they have an extra one at the end. There could be 9 different bottles. I want to do a video about all 9. I'm a little tired of buying another Wheel of the Year. It's a 2-year series, so every 3 months I have to go buy a new bottle, and I think, personally, my opinion is that many shops over here in Germany are not just selling it. It's sitting on the shelves, dead, unmovable, and so what the importer, Kirsch Import, probably did is to say, hey, if we're going to take another shipment over to Germany, we have to work on the price. We're not selling it for 80 euros. Can we go down to 69.90, down to 70? And apparently, yes. I don't know if that's the reason they jacked it up in Ireland. So there might be some gray market trading going on, that people come to Germany or order from Germany and send it back to Ireland, and it's often cheaper, which is a shame. But those are the dumb problems of more alcohol, excise tax, and more VAT in the country you're going to. What am I going to compare it to, just because I have something left of the Lunasa? This is single malt, I know. This is single pot still, I know. This was actually finished in Widow Jane bourbon cask finish. How long? Also that we don't know. This was here our Whiskybase number 235532. And this still has a price of €79.90 euros. So I would have assumed originally that the single pot still would have been more expensive than the single malt. But no, the single pot still is cheaper. Who would have guessed that they've actually gone down in the price over here in Europe compared to the prices we had here in Ireland. All right, so let's nose this. I am not the biggest fan of rye cask finishes. There was a Johnny Walker in the rye that was surprisingly good. That's 5, 6 years ago, at least in my whiskey journey. Glenallachie has put out a few rye cask finish that I'm like, well, no. And so I did not have high hopes for this. But on the nose, when I smell it, this ignites a little bit of excitement in my heart. As I said, I've been a little sick and tired of Dingle, of their policy with some of the employees that I have known that work there, that are no longer there. A little bit. The reason I have an English channel is Dingle. I remember one of the first releases, no one was doing anything in English about it, so I decided to start reviewing my products that I did in my German channel, on my English channel as well. And my Dingle will always have a very, very sacred place in my heart for my whiskey journey. I've visited the distillery. I've talked with Graham Cool before he left, and I've interviewed him at many different times and occasions, and I like what they're doing. I like what they were doing. So, and this reignited the passion for the Dingle. This is so delicious. I get it really took me about a minute or two to actually get the association in my brain set up. I should have done it quicker. I'm smelling a very nice rye. A little bit of a spearmint moment, a tiny little bit of the dill moment. The single pot still, the unmalted and the malted barley together, that pot still spice is going on in there. I get a little bit of the typical Hawaiian punch moment. I think everything actually just harmonized correctly and created something that is more than the individual parts. I wish most whiskeys could do this. So on the nose, it just goes up the longer you enjoy the aromas here. Our Lunasa, there's a little bit more of a sourness going on in here. This is not my favorite Dingle at all. This, on the other hand, the 52.5% excellent. Here we have 50.5. I found a space here. Where was it? That actually talked here about the. It says here the official tasting notes on the back of the bottle. I like that. It says here fresh cut hay, lemon sherbet, maybe. Creamy toffee, yes, and freshly ground pepper. I don't get the pepper here. I get more of an herbal spice moment. I get a little bit of a winter spearmint type of moment. This is good. All right, cheers. 52.5%. Wow. Great, great, great aftertaste. I always use Hawaiian Punch to describe Dingle in a good moment, especially their bourbon cask matured. Now, the wine cask and the sherry cask can overpower that distillate flavor, for me at least. But this actually emphasizes that. Think papaya, think a little bit of star fruit, think a little bit of watermelon thrown in there for good luck. Hawaiian Punch, classic flavors, very, very nice. There's a little bit of caramelized barley sugars going on in here, a little bit of that mint, and a little bit, I don't know if you ever had something, it's a typical breakfast ingredient in Sweden often. We call it over here knäckebröd. It's bread, and it's hard wafers. And there are rye hard wafer bread from Vasa. And I have some friends that use it all the time, either for their evening meal or for their breakfast. And I'm getting that rye, Vasa, hard, crispy bread wafer. Nice, nice. This is not drying. That bread will just suck all the saliva out of your mouth immediately and ask you to drink something afterwards. But this is good. They say on the palate that they have herbal spice, they have toasted vanilla, they have honey, they have spiced pecans. Now, for my bourbons, I often have a lot of pecans in there, but yes. And then they have a little bit of lemon drops, which I'm going, yeah, there's a little bit of lemon drops in there. And then they say for the finish, there's warm spice with hints of licorice and pepper. So licorice can be the American licorice, and it can be the Turkish licorice, which will kill your taste buds for the next 40 days. Sometimes I have it. But this is very, very, very nice. Whiskybase 254750. No one has written a review yet at the moment. This is right up my wheelhouse. Not every product for Dingle has been, and especially not every wheel of the year has been, but the rye casks and these, that just harmonizes to a perfect, perfect symphony of flavor. The Lunasa, just as a comparison, does not. There's a mineral, chalky type of moment going on in here. It's not bad. I mean, this is like a C whiskey, but this is like a B minus B whiskey on a good day. I really, really enjoy this. Now, I've said this before. These boxes are fantastic. I love them. Sturdy as everything. Even pulling out and pushing in, and the bottles do not move. Now, the question is, in the next 3 years, will we still be using these heavy, heavy bottles of Dingle? I hope for their limited releases, yes, but for their standard product, there'll be a bottle change in the next couple of years, I assume. Look, 28% less resources used, 28% weight, and. These are beautiful bottles. They do suggest quality and sophistication, and I love them. I really do like these bottles, and I'm happy that we had them at the beginning, but the concerns of the environment will be more and reduce. I think there's actually a law in European Union now that by year X they have to actually reduce their packaging, weight, resources used, something by 20-some%. So that's going to happen here. I'm giving this, on a good day, a B, on a bad day, a B minus. Value for money as a German, as a market, as a person who bought this bottle in Germany, the price going from 80 down to 70 euros makes me happy. I like this. Now, if it would go down to from 80 down to 70, down to 59.90, down to 60 euros, I'd be the happiest. That would be a price that I could imagine paying on a regular basis for this. Now, 49.90, it's a no-age statement, people. All right, but it is 52.5%. It is a limited edition. So, hey, I'm happy that it is now, at the moment, 70 euros. Am I happy for the people in Ireland that used to pay 85 euros and are now paying 95 euros for the same exact product? No. I think that is, for many people in Ireland and maybe also other places that have that same price hike instead of a price drop, very, very difficult to say, hey, I've been used to buying Year of the Wheel whiskeys for 85 euros. Now they go up 12% plus. Ouch. While Germany at the same time goes down. Is there some type of refinancing going on in there? I don't know. All right, so value for money, solid C. Usually I give Dingle's Wheel of the Year C minuses, D pluses. It's like, is it really worth 80 euros? No. Is it worth 70 euros in this case? Yes, I think so. First question, what is your favorite Dingle product? Was it a Founding Fathers single cask? Was it their standard? I keep on pulling this out. I think this is an amazing bottle, all right? So I really do like the Dingle single malt here, triple distilled, with bourbon and sherry in there. And the second question is, if you haven't had many Dingles, what is your favorite rye cask finished product? Not every distillery has done rye casks. Rye whiskey is becoming more and more a thing in America. Sagamore casks are highly sought after. Other casks are very, very highly sought after. So what rye cask products have you tried and did you like them? This is going to be my favorite so far, I think. Thank you very much for watching, liking, subscribing, telling others, and see you real soon here. Whiskey Jason, yummy.